The WWE has been very good lately. I think we all can agree on that. It's also been going through a really bad stretch with people getting injured, people leaving, people waiting to be returned, people being released. There's been a lot of stuff happening in the WWE, and there's going to be a lot of people coming back in 2024 that you might have forgot about. I would hope you wouldn't forget about them because these people are absolute mega superstars on this list. We got people like The Rock, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Seth Rollins. We just got CM Punk back. Brock Lesnar is still up in the air if he's going to return. We got Big E. He could return at the next year's Royal Rumble if everything is going well with his injury. We just had Braun Strowman return. We just had Sheamus return. There is a lot of people returning, and we're going to talk about all that right now. And of course, the big one, Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. Everyone is wondering when he is going to return, how he is going to return, at what PLE, at a Raw, at a SmackDown, who's he going to go after, and how's he going to act moving forward with the bloodline. But let's start off with the person that I believe has been out the longest, to my knowledge, and that's Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is still recovering from an ACL, an MCL, and a meniscus tear that happened on a SmackDown. It was a while back in 2023. I'm pretty sure she was facing Asuka, and she did a moonsault off the top rope, and she landed really badly on her leg, and she's been out ever since. She's still been involved with WWE social media and stuff. You can still see her. She looks fine. She looks great, and we're happy for her to get back in the ring. But if we do have to guess when she's going to come back, I would say within a couple of months, and then she could have a long kind of build to WrestleMania like they were going to do last year with Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. The next person on this list is your ex-Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley suffered from an AC joint sprain, and these things can take from about 3 weeks to about 3 months to heal. It depends how bad it was and how severe it was to her body and how she's reacting to it through rehab and whatever she's doing to try and heal it. It was very sad when she had to drop her championship, but I'm happy that she dropped it to a reasonable top person in the company, which is Becky Lynch. So whenever she comes back, I think she is going to desperately go after Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch. We could be looking at a couple triple threats. We could be looking at 1v1s with Liv Morgan or Becky Lynch to try and get her title back, because you know she's going to jump right back into that picture for the Women's Championship. So we'll have to wait and see, but I would say probably 2 more months, and then she might return with a story that they're telling. That's my guess. Now we got Seth Rollins from what everyone is saying backstage is the MVP of WrestleMania. Seth Rollins wrestled night 1 and night 2 with a torn meniscus. What? A torn meniscus. He wrestled in 2 great matches. Great matches. Drew McIntyre was about less than 15 minutes, just short. And then he performed great at the night 1 tag match. And I know it was a tag match, so he didn't have to do all the work. But you couldn't tell me. You could tell he had a torn meniscus. There's no way. He was still performing at the top of his game. A torn meniscus can last anywhere from like a few months to like almost a year. It depends how bad it was. I don't think his was that bad because like I said, he did perform at that top level and we couldn't even tell. But if I had to guess, it would be anywhere from 3 to 6 months when he left. So in a few months here, we could be getting back Seth freaking Rollins. And when he comes back, I think he's going to jump straight into the feud. Like, easiest guy to have a return is Seth Rollins. Whenever Drew McIntyre and CM Punk are out there, this guy can return at any time. He could interfere with a match. He could cut off a promo. He could just show up and be like, I'm back and I'm coming after you. Seth Rollins can do whatever he wants when he comes back, and we're going to love it. Now we got The Rock, and I think we all know where The Rock is going when he comes back because he told us, Cody, when I come back, I'm coming for you. I am coming for that belt. And I think he's going to get it, if we're being honest. If I had to guess a time, I really don't know, because The Rock could be doing whatever The Rock does. He could either come back and main event SummerSlam, or he could come back at the Royal Rumble or closer towards the end of the year, maybe on day 1 like he did this year, and then we could have that build to WrestleMania with him and Cody, or you could have the build with him and Cody to SummerSlam and then tell the story of Roman and Rock like you wanted to have it, and then you could have that at WrestleMania 41. But I am not worried about The Rock's return at all. I'm patiently waiting, and I cannot wait until he does. I got a spicy one for you folks. Brock Lesnar. Is he ever going to come back, and what does the WWE want to do with him if he does come back? If you guys didn't know, Brock Lesnar was involved in some legal action with Vince McMahon and the WWE, and those two have been, like, kind of wiped out across the WWE. But they've been mentioning his name a lot more. Paul Heyman said his name in his Hall of Fame speech, and people are like speculating online, and there's rumors that he might come back. I'm not sure, because I know if he does come back, the WWE has to do a lot of legal work to make sure like he's all set and like no one's gonna sue or anything or things like that, because TKO just bought them out, so they're not in full control anymore of bringing up new people. I would like him to come back, but if he does come back, where are you going to put this guy? Like, who is he going to feud with? There's really no one for him to feud with, just like how he just feuded with Cody Rhodes to make him look strong, just because that really had no narrative behind it, but we were just like, okay, I guess it's Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes, we'll go with it, but there was no storyline for that, so I'm curious, if he comes back, is there going to be a storyline, or is he just going to be that monster again? Remember when I said Charlotte Flair might be the longest injury? I lied, because I said Big E, and Big E has been gone for, I'm pretty sure, about 2 years, and everyone loves this guy. He's still involved with WWE, he looks great, he's doing great, but we don't know if he could get back in the ring yet. I would personally love to have Big E back. I feel like he would fit right back in with the New Day, and they would become bigger than what they are now, because they kind of dropped off when his injury happened, and they haven't really been the same since, because they've always been that trio. But his injury is very serious. He has not said that he's retired. He has not said he's done, so he could come back, and I'm going to just throw this out there. Royal Rumble 2025, I think Big E comes out number 30. I think 3 years is plenty of time to heal for his injury that he had. I'm pretty sure it was his neck. And I think if he does want to come back, the Royal Rumble, come out at number 30, I think it's the best chance and the best opportunity for him to like really bring himself back. That's my fantasy booking for Big E. Maybe you guys think he's never going to come back and retire later down the line, or maybe he'll come back tomorrow. Who knows? You also just got a bunch of people getting injured right now across the WWE with the King of the Ring tournament going on. There's been a lot of substitutions, so WWE is just really in a weird spot right now, but we did have a lot of people just return from injury. We got Braun Strowman, we got Sheamus, and we got CM Punk. Even though CM Punk's not fighting yet, he's still on screen, talking, using the mic, doing what he does. But we got Sheamus back, and he's doing great. He looks great. He's going to be thrown into that mid-card, kind of upper card, the guy that you trust, the vet. He had a great promo with Drew McIntyre that was hilarious, and I loved it. Then you got Braun Strowman that just came back a few weeks ago, so what's he going to do? Is he going to be that monster among men? Is he going to get a face turn, a heel turn? Is he going to reunite with Ricochet? They even become a tag team, go after the tag team champions? You can really do a lot with Braun Strowman, because he's big, he can fight with anybody, he's a great worker, and everyone loves him. And I got 2 more for you guys, and it's probably the biggest one, that's why I saved it for last. But we got Jimmy Uso, and we got Roman Reigns. And I paired these guys together because this is how I think things are going to play out over the next year. Roman Reigns is going to come back. Whenever he comes back, I really don't know a time. It could be 2 months. It could be 6 months. I really don't know, so I can't give you a time. But when he comes back, I think he is going to turn on the bloodline. I think he's going to come back, feud with Solo, because Solo's been trying to take charge and everything and be the new tribal chief. And he said he talked to Roman Reigns, this, that, and the third. But we actually don't know if he's talked to Roman Reigns. Just think about it. Paul Heyman hasn't even talked to Roman Reigns. His wise man, the guy that he talks to about everything, he has not heard from Roman Reigns. So we don't know what he's doing. We don't know how he's looking into things, and we don't know his thought process. So I think Roman is going to get fed up with the bloodline, and I think he's going to come back and try and fight against them. And I think Jimmy Uso is going to be right by his side. Just like how Jey Uso was Roman's right-hand man, now I think it's going to be Jimmy Uso that's Roman's right-hand man. Because it can't just be Roman. He's got to have someone to bounce ideas off of, and that's why I think Paul Heyman's going to stay with him. He's going to leave Solo, because obviously Roman's still the tribal chief, and Paul Heyman wants to listen to Roman Reigns. He doesn't really want to listen to Solo. So Jimmy Uso is going to be that right-hand man. He's still going to be that henchman to Roman Reigns, but I think it's them two, and then Paul Heyman as their mouthpiece going forward. I think that just makes sense to me, because as you guys know, Jimmy Uso got kicked out of the bloodline by Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa said he talked to Roman Reigns last week, but that happened way longer ago, so who knows? Roman could have not said that order, and now he feels bad for Jimmy, so now he's like, Jimmy, come with me, we're taking these guys down, and we're gonna do this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Did I forget anybody? Who would you guys like to see return in 2024? And who do you think is going to come back from injury in 2024 as well? But that's it. I'm done. It's been your boy Drew Dimes, and I'm out. Peace.